Hey guys, welcome to the latest episode of this week's Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new single issues into the store this week. Everything going out for sale for 11th of June. So the usual traditional mix of DC, Marvel, Indie and variants to take you through here. So pretty big week this week. Kick things off with DC, and we have DC versus Vampires, World War V. This is issue 10 of a 12 issue series, I believe. Matthew Rosenberg, Otto Schmidt continuing to build out their vampiric DC universe. We have a new printing this week for DC versus Sonic, or DC times Sonic, number 1. So it's going to be a 5-issue series. We've got some of the other issues in store, but it's nice to have some number 1s, give people some starting points as well. Next up is Fire and Ice, When Hell Freezes Over, issue 3. So Fire and Ice there, and you can see that the Demon Etrigan is making a play for this title. Next up is Green Lantern Corps. I mean, you hear me talk about this all the time. I think it's such an underrated book for DC at the moment. Really, really good stuff from Jeremy Adams and Scott Hampton. Next up, we have Batman Dark Patterns. So this is issue 7, so I've got my starting point for new reader sticker on here. Batman Dark Patterns is a series of 3-issue arcs that are not really connected, to be honest. Same writer, same artist. But story-wise, they're not really connected, so you can jump in every 3 issues. So this is issue 7, the start of a new storyline as well. So Period, which is Pareidolia for that one. Next up, we have Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma. So Ramvian and RK's continuation. We're up to issue 3 on that Black Label title. We have Batman and Robin, whereas far now is issue 22. Phil Kennedy Johnson and Javier Fernandez continuing on the Bruce Wayne, Damian Wayne title. Aquaman number 6. So Jeremy Adams is again, just quietly carving out a little corner of the DC universe. Aquaman, Green Lantern titles, doing some really, really good stuff. So as far as issue 6 there. Definitely one of the biggest books this week is Action Comics issue 1087. So again, starting point for new readers. This is going back to the era of Superboy, the all new adventures of Superboy. This is Mark Waid and Skylar Partridge, and it's going back to the early days of Clark Kent learning to become Superman. Obviously with the movie and stuff coming out and all the rest, this is the perfect time to jump into Action Comics. Undoubtedly, the biggest DC title this week, though, is Absolute Batman number 9. So same again, we've got a starting point for new readers here. A new story starts here. Obviously, the first couple of arcs were to do with Black Mask and to do with Mr. Freeze. So now we're getting on to Absolute Bane. And then to finish DC off, just a couple more. We've got Batman Madness. This is a facsimile reprint of one of the Halloween oversized tales that Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale were telling. So always nice to get those in. We have a facsimile reprint for Batman number 9, the February-March title, if you will. So going right back to the beginning. Absolutely love this cover. Always been one of my favourite covers in the Batman series. Big one this week as well is Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. So this is sort of a continuation from the original Robin and Batman, which of course dealt with Dick Grayson. This one focusing more on Jason Todd. We have Supergirl number 2. So Sophie Campbell and Tamara Bonvillain continuing on with Supergirl. We've got some number 1 still on the racks as well. So if you're playing catch up, we've got number 1 and number 2. And we finished DC off then with Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman, Tom King, Belen Ortega. The title, of course, spinning out of the backup stories of Wonder Woman from Tom King and Belen Ortega. So good to see them on a fully fledged title. Away from DC, we move on to Marvel, and we have Avengers Academy, a brand new number 1 here. Anthony Oliveira, Corlea Borelli, and a few other creators there. So a brand new Avengers title kicking off. One I'm very excited for this week is Death of the Silver Surfer. Greg Pak and Sumit Kumar. That's a fantastic creative team there. It'll be a 5-issue miniseries chronicling the Surfer. We have Eddie Brock Carnage this week as well, issue 5. Charles Soule continuing on with his Eddie Brock book. Fantastic Four number 6. Again, we're in the facsimile territory here. Marvel has been reprinting Fantastic Four from the very start. So we're up now as far as issue 6. Really interesting looking one this week is Giant Size Amazing Spider-Man. So look at some of the creative teams involved here. It's going to be an anthology book. Lovely Greg Capullo cover. We have Kevin Smith writing, Al Ewing, Chip Zdarsky. On art, we've got the likes of Giuseppe Camuncoli, Mark Buckingham, Cafu, and more. So one-stop shop for some good Spidey stuff there. Continuing on the Jan Size X from Jan Size X-Men, we have Jan Size Dark Phoenix Saga. Again, celebrating 50 years of the Jan Size X-Men and having Miss Marvel travel through some of these important stories in X lore. Another big one this week is Marvel Rivals Ignite. So again, spinning out from the very, very successful Marvel Rivals game. Peach Momoko involved with this one, along with Yuji Kaku. Marvel's time now for the yearly Pride book. So we have Marvel United, a Pride special, Marvel Voices one shot. So we obviously had the DC Pride special a couple of weeks ago there, and now we're on to the Marvel side of things. Next up we have New Avengers, which of course started life as New Thunderbolts. If you've seen the movie, you maybe understand that name change. But a brand new Avengers book, you know, likes of Bucky, Black Widow, you've got Namor in there, Laura Kinney Wolverine, Carnage and more. Next up we have One World Under Doom, so issue 5 of that. Ryan North continuing on his Doom event for the summer. RB Silva on art. I believe we're hitting the midway point there, going to be 9 issues in total. We have Phoenix number 12, Stephanie Phillips, Miguel Mercado continuing on with the Phoenix book. Another cool looking one this week is definitely Runaways, written by Rainbow Rowell with art by Elena Casagrande. Colours by D. Cunniff. Any excuse to bring Runaways back is never a bad thing. Spider-Girl is next up, so a brand new number 1, Torun Grombeck on this. So the lovely David Nakayama cover there as well. So brand new book for Spider-Girl. We have Star Wars this week as well, issue 2. So this of course is the new relaunch of Star Wars, I think with 1 or 2 number 1s left. So again, you can jump straight into both titles. Alex Segura and Phil Noto on art. Ultimate books this week are Ultimate Black Panther, where as far as issue 17 for Brian Hill and Stefano Caselli's Black Panther book. And to finish Marvel off, we have Ultimate X-Men. So issue 16, Peach Momoko continuing to flesh out the X Ultimate Universe. Indie books now, we have a couple this week. So we've got Dark Regards number 2. This is from Oni Press, Dave Hill and Artem Topolin. So I think we may have a number 1 up there. I'll have to double check, but I think so. Next one we have is EC Blood Type. So this is continuing to build out the EC Comics line. We've obviously had the likes of Cruel Kingdom so far, Cruel Universe, Epitaphs from the Abyss. So Blood Type is the next horror book. So terror in a jugular vein. So brand new number 1. So perfect time to jump in there. G.I. Joe Real American Hero. So Larry Hama continuing on with the massive epic long G.I. Joe series. We're at issue 317 now. Junie Baz Monkey Meat, the summer batch, issue 4. So continuing with his anthology book, 2 stories every time with Monkey Meat. Every time that Monkey Meat comes out is a jumping on point. You know, it's designed that way. So issue 4 is this week. One of my favourite books at the moment as well is definitely TMNT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ongoing series, written by Jason Aaron with now series regular artist Juan Ferreira. Continues to just knock it out of the park every single week. Another big one this week is the return of Umbrella Academy, or is it the Spiral Academy? The Umbrella Academy, Plan B, Jared Way is back on writing, Gabriel Ba back on art. And then we finish the regular books off with The Walking Dead Deluxe, and we're as far as issue 114. So that's all the regular books. Got some variant covers just to show you now. So Aquaman 6, we have the George Perez Legacy variant cover. So he's doing, well, I say he's doing, unfortunately he passed away recently, but in honor of his career and his work, they're doing these new covers just to remind everybody of just what a fantastic artist he was. Absolute Batman, we've got the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25 variant cover by Dustin Wayne. Censure 1 to 25. We also have the Gerardo Safina variant cover as well for issue 9, one of my favourites. That we have Brian Boland doing another villain cover, so obviously did Mr. Freeze for issue 8, doing Bane for issue 9. Death of Silver Surfer comes with a few variants as well. We have Trad Moore doing a very, very cool variant cover. Of course, did Silver Surfer Black with Donny Cates a few years ago. We have Joe Quesada, you know, Marvel stalwart and absolute comics legend, doing a variant cover here as well. And it wouldn't be Marvel and it wouldn't be Silver Surfer without a little bit of foil as well. And again, one of the artists that defined Silver Surfer, Ron Lim, is the artist on that. We have Marvel Rivals, a couple of variants. So from Nogi-san, variant cover there, very, very cool. As well as that, of course, Peach Momoko never stops working, so had to be a variant cover for a book she's working on. So again, Marvel Rivals Ignite, Peach Momoko. Just as I say Peach Momoko, there is a Peach Momoko variant cover for Runaways. So again, the brand new #1 this week. Ultimate X-Men comes with a couple of variant covers as well. We have Miguel Mercado on a variant cover duty there for Ultimate X-Men 16. As well as that, we have Ultimate X-Men 16 variant cover by Corin Howell, as well as the Miguel Mercado one. A couple just to finish off with them. We have Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman. We have the Homage variant cover done by Lucas Meyer, of course, an homage to Crisis on Infinite Earths. And then we finish off with 3 Supergirl covers for issue 2. We have the Stanley Artgerm Lau variant cover, first of all. Second of all, we have the Homar variant cover as well. And we then finish off with the Retailer Incentive 1 to 25 variant cover by David Talaski for Supergirl 2. So that is everything going out onto the racks this week. Pull lists are, of course, organised and ready for collection. The boxes are a bursting, so if you have a pull list with us, if you could please come down and pick it up, that would be massively appreciated. So yeah, as ever guys, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed being kept up to date with everything new out this week. I've been getting questions about Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. I believe it's going to be out next week. It just seemed to suffer from a bit of a delay. But yeah, should be out next week with the rest of the titles then. So you can check back to the video then and we can confirm that hopefully next week. Anyway guys, hopefully see you in store throughout the week, and until then, take it easy.